Hey everybody, this is Casey July from the July Studio, and yes, I'm sitting in my car. This is a totally new chapter for me, a totally new experience for me. If you're just joining me today, if this is your first video with Casey July, the July Studio, so unprofessional, I'll give you a quick little rundown of how I kind of got here and what this series is about. I'm shaking. I'm so nervous. I've been sewing for over 20 years, and just a little rundown on So Unprofessional. I started producing my own photo shoots, and as I was getting better models, better photographers, as my work was getting out there and getting shared more and more, I was having a lot of people coming back to me from theaters, other photographers, and they would be like, hey, will you send us your stuff for free? Hey, will you give us your stuff for free? Hey, can we buy your stuff on pennies on the dollar and then go put it in fashion shows and claim that we made it? And as I started standing up for myself, the response I kept getting over and over again was, to me, that I was so unprofessional. Oh, well, you're so unprofessional. And it just stuck. And so I turned it into SEW, So Unprofessional. And I do have some other videos. Like I said, if this is your first video with me, go back and watch my whiny videos. That's what I'm going to start calling them, as my whiny videos. And basically that was just the time that I took to work through about 2 years of, I'm going to call it industry abuse. The bigger I got and the more my work got out there, the more people were demanding of me, but they didn't want to contract me. They didn't want to pay me. They didn't want to give me credit. They just wanted me to work for exposure dollars. And any of us in the industry knows that exposure dollars don't pay the rent, doesn't pay the utilities, doesn't put food on the table. So, when I kind of ran out of steam for my whiny videos, I thought to myself, all right, it's time to start making videos that have some content and have some substance. So today I am at Shawn's Sewing Center in Branson, Missouri, and they're having like an open house today. I'm going to go in and check it out. In Branson, Missouri, right now, we have sewing stores and fabric stores. Right now, my experience with them is they are horribly overpriced, and they are kind of established to help bring in more of like the people that are here on vacation, the people that are here that are traveling, the bus groups come in, and, you know, the tourist end of it. And as someone who is a local person that lives here and works here and shops here, I haven't been too happy with the prices. But on the other side of it, I'm not really that happy with driving an hour to Springfield or going to Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'm really, really not happy with having to order things online and wait for them to come in. So I am kind of recommitting myself to checking out some new places, to checking out these local places, doing some price points, comparisons, and see if I can't give my local fabric places and my local sewing places a little bit more love, a little bit more support, and shop locally more. If I go in, I check it out, I see what they've got there, and I decide, hey, it may be worth my time to purchase certain things at these small places, then I'm going to start doing that, and I'm going to start giving my local places a little bit more of my dollars instead of sending my dollars so out into the world to places that I don't have any control over, some of these bigger corporations. So I'm not going to go in and blog and vlog. For those of you who don't know, Branson is still a little bit of a hometown. People call us a Bible Belt. People call us, hicks or hillbillies. And I mean that with all the love in my heart, because I have family that that relate to that. But there's not always an openness in this area yet to people vlogging and blogging inside buildings and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go in and check it out, and when I get it all figured out, if I buy anything or if I figure out prices, I will definitely see you in a few minutes, and I will let you know how things go. All right, see you soon. Hey everybody, so I am back from the open house, and that was a really emotional experience. Totally did not expect for that to be so emotional. They have some amazing sewing machines in there, some amazing embroidery machines. I've got a couple of clips I'll insert so you guys can see some of the cool stuff that I got to see. I got to see a friend, Phyllis, I met her from Vision Con, and that's a cosplay convention that happens in, it was here in Branson, it was in Springfield. So if you guys have heard of that convention, we had a chance to chit chat a little bit. It was very nice to get to be around some ladies that were inspired by the same kind of creativity that inspires me. There is a fabric store next door. I went into there also. I will definitely put a link down below, and so you guys can go to their Facebook pages, their websites, and check out their stuff. I will say that as far as pricing, there were a few things here and there, nothing really for me to pick at that bad. The prices were a little steep. But like I said before, if I'm able to not have to drive an hour away, if I'm able to not have to pay shipping and handling online, if I'm able to deal with somebody face to face, I think that for some of those things that, excuse me, I had cookies while I was in there, excuse me. I think that that will be, for certain things, that's going to be good for me. To not have to constantly drive away, far away, to not have to constantly wait for things to come in the mail. And as far as the aspect of being in closer to home and having a one-on-one conversation with somebody, I got to meet the owner for just a few minutes. He was very kind. And I got to work on a quilting machine, and everybody was fantastic. I didn't have anybody say anything negative to me at all that whole experience. And that's what I'm looking for now, is to thrive and to have positive experiences and to just use my talents and to be able to be around other people who are creative and have the desire and the discipline to create these beautiful things. I'm also going to say that Phyllis and I talked about my wedding dress. It's starting to get real, people. When you make your own wedding dress, you literally can't make your own wedding. Well, you can, but you have to have someone help you fit things. You have to have someone help you work on the design. It's really not something that you want to do singularly. And Phyllis, when I asked if she would like to be involved in that, she just completely lit up. So there you go. All right, everybody, this will be the end of this video. So I will do my outro now. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you again soon.